I am Pops. Let's talk about Bass Reeves. This Western show, Taylor Sheridan's produced it, that kind of thing. But what is interesting about the show, obviously, it's rooted in real life. It's rooted in a real guy. I'm not going to get into nitpicking some of the creative liberties, things like that. But what I can say is I'm enjoying the journey. I will say episode 6 is like slowed the pace down. Like we're really, I don't want to call it a filler episode because filler implies like plot points don't move forward, but plot points do move forward. Action doesn't really give us much to go on. Like it's just another. I thought it was a little strange because we ended up face to face with Barry Pepper's character. Now Barry Pepper's character Esau is now basically like a Texas Ranger. He's in charge of taking this criminal that Bass Reeves is being tasked with delivering. He's a black guy. He murdered someone. Barry Pepper and he have this exchange back and forth. More tension is at like an all-time high because if you remember, this character shot and killed a little kid right in front of him. So everything about this is tension and anxiety. Bass Reeves versus Barry Pepper's character. He's going to pass off this prisoner, and you feel like he's not making it to the courthouse, right? Well, spoiler alert, he doesn't make it to the courthouse, right? And it creates more tension. And now Bass Reeves turns to drinking, which he has not really done much in this series. So it definitely has not gotten drunk. And then that leads to a fist fight and a shootout and death, chaos, and dismay. That's all fine. It doesn't really. It gives them an excuse to do something with the little sidekick. Billy Crow's the little sidekick, and he's got like love for this little prostitute girl or whatever. There's really not a lot there that really matters to me. I don't really care too much about it all. Here's Barry Pepper's character, Esau Pierce. Because basically it all comes down to him piecing together that this guy, Barry Pepper's character, is really a villain. And is he that villain? Is he the big bad of the show? Is he the guy stealing black people? Is he, how much of a monster is Barry Pepper's character? So I will say, I like the episode. I mean, I love the series. I actually feel more like I think there's 2 episodes left. I actually hope the next episode is them having conflict and it not ultimately being Barry Pepper as the big bad. I hope it is someone else. And I have a person in mind, but I don't want to spoil that in case it turns out to be that way. So I just think that this is a show in a time where even though it's only been 6 episodes, I feel like they have really taken their time developing characters that you care about. Billy Crow, you care about Bass Reeves. I think the family stuff has really been the least interesting elements, and they set a lot of stuff up in the last episode with this conflict with the daughter and a boyfriend, and they got into a fight against white people. Therefore, they were going to have to run. And there's like a quick scene with that kind of stuff, and then we just pretty much don't talk about it, don't deal with it. I can't stand the fact that the only reason that some of that stuff works is because of a lie or a mission, right? So the daughter doesn't tell the dad. So nobody says anything. So the only reason that's sort of hanging out there is information that's being withheld. That type of stuff is like cheap writing to me. And that stuff's what keeps happening with the family drama, right? The sister and this other guy who wants to live in this little black utopian they want to create shows up and there's tension, but I don't really care about any of that. I don't think any of that showcases the best of this show. The best of the show is the heroism that's on full display with Bass. Can he keep his integrity? Can he be in these conflicts in harm's way and still be a man of stature? Can he still be the man among men? Despite all the world stacked against him with his race and his hurdle being a slave, all the different things that have happened, can he still rise and be the man above all men? And they keep wanting me to do that, cheer for that. But we end up with little breadcrumbs of things over here that I don't care too much about. I don't want to put Billy Crow in that because I actually like Billy Crow's story. I actually like it a lot. I actually was hopeful that when they cashed their money, that Bass Reeves was just going to loan him some money to go buy the ring or something, and that never happened. I was like, that's kind of disappointing. That seemed like the perfect setup for that to happen, but that didn't happen either. So, but Barry Peppers has really been like a steam sealer every time he's on screen, man. But we don't really get what we want. We feel like it's being set up again. So hence the reason a filler label on this episode, but it's kind of like not really a filler. It's more like just a setup. It's a pause, if you will, before. So anyway, that's my take on episode 6. Still recommend the show. Still enjoy it. Better than just about everything else. So give it a go if that's into your thing, Westerns and drama for sure. You're into anything like that. It's definitely a good show for you. So take care, everybody. I am Pops.